It's another segment with What's New at NIACC, and this is where we have a chance to talk to different faculty members to find out what's going on and what's new at NIACC for you to keep you up if you're a current student, a former student, or maybe a possible future student there at NIACC. And Rachel Mcguire is with us here this morning. Good morning, Rachel.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I am doing well.
Well, good. Good. You look great, too, by the way.
Thank you. I feel good.
Do you? Good. Yes. Good. Because I know you went through a little bit of things there, but good to see you back there at the college.
Yes, I know it. I came back full time in February and been going strong ever since.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Well, we are wrapping up, or you guys have wrapped up the end of the year already for another school year.
Yes.
But there's things that still continue to go on, like, well, summer school.
Right. We never shut down. We're always busy out here. So always something going on, and not just for college students.
Yeah. So what are some of you got some summer camps that are going to be going on?
Yes.
What are some of the age groups, and where's that going to be located at?
We've got all different types of summer camps going on for high school age kids all the way down to, third grade, somewhere in there. So we've got a couple that are exploring health careers. And so those are actually located off campus. One's in Forest City and one's in Hampton. And that allows people to explore healthcare careers and see if that's something maybe that they want to do something someday. Some on-campus ones, we have the Mind Mania, which we've done that one for a long time. So people probably recognize that. And that's where students can come out and, choose different sessions that they want to go to. And they would have a week-long camp that they'd be involved in. And then we've got another one called Minds On, Hands On, and that's one specifically for girls that are interested in maybe doing some real hands-on careers. So this year, this summer, they're focusing on the HVAC program. So students, the girls can come out and learn about that. We've done automotive, we've done building trades with that. So kind of getting the girls interested in some of those careers that are considered non-traditional is the focus of that one. And that one's for high school girls. And so, but then one of the big ones that we have is the STEM camp. It's the Verizon Innovative Learning Camp. And that one is huge every year. That one we have for boys and girls. And I'd have to look up the ages on that one, but it's a great camp that they can come to. All of these are free. I should have said that from the start. All of them that I mentioned are free. And so, but that one has a boys and a girls section, and then it's looking at STEM careers. And then there's one specifically for girls interested in STEM. So lots of things going on this summer.
And things move so quickly. What is it still time? You can still register for summer classes, correct?
Yeah, and summer classes for any students that are here or people coming home for the summer. The summer classes, they can register for those at any time. We have 3 different sessions. One starting in May 16th, I believe, if that's Monday. I haven't looked at the calendar, but a week from today or whatever. And then we have some that start in June and we have some that start in July. So like I said, we never shut down. We're always going.
Yeah. So what with the crazy times we've been through the last couple of years, I mean, so sometimes you have class in, people actually come there, or they do it online, or you got like a hybrid type program. Yep. Is it all work that way now these days?
Yep, we're back to normal. So we have face-to-face, but we've always had online. So we have online classes available. And then we have some that are called hybrid, which means that you'll do some of it face-to-face and you'll do some of it online. So, and then there's one that's actually called flex learning, and that allows the students to decide whether they want to be on campus or if they want to view the class at the same time that it's going on, but do it off campus, or they can do it completely online. So lots of options for people.
Is there scholarships available too, Rachel?
Oh my goodness, we have so many scholarships. We give over $1 million a year in scholarships to our students. Wow. And so, yes, there's scholarships available. Summer school, we'd have to work with the FAFSA for this current year, the 21-22. But then in the fall, we start the new academic year with financial aid and scholarships and that. And that's the 22-23 academic year.
If people are looking for that, for some of those scholarships, where do they go? What's the easiest way for them to do that?
Just go to our website. We have everything on our website. And I always think the easiest way is just go up to the search bar. And for that one, type in financial aid or scholarships. That's going to pull up those pages. if you're looking at the summer camps, type in summer camps, and that's going to pull up the summer camps. And if they want to take summer classes, just type in niac.edu/summer, and that'll be the summer classes for the college students.
What's new at NIACC? We do it weekly. We talk with different faculty members. And again, for the complete video interview, you can always go to 987kisscountry.com to check it out with Dr. Rachel Mcguire with NIACC and telling us what's new at NIACC with scholarships and summer classes going on. Rachel, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today.
Yes, thank you.
Rachel, of course, went to NIACC way back in the day, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
And the only reason I know that is because when it was time for me to go to college, because Rachel's a couple of years older than I am, actually showed me and one of my best friends.
That's right. I remember the tour.
How could you forget with a couple of yahoos like us, right?
You know, yeah, you guys were unforgettable. That's where you need to key in the unforgettable song there, you know.
Right, exactly.
I hate to say it was a few years ago, but I remember you guys. So you were fun to have around.
Yeah, we kind of lit up the old college campus a little bit, didn't we?
Yes, you did. I won't tell any stories though.
Okay, good. Good. I had a short-lived career at NIACC, that's all we'll say.
You know what, though? We were glad you were here.
Yeah, and it was a fun time, that is for sure. But Rachel, being there for so long, not only just going to college there, but also being an educator there, what are some of the highlights or memories that you might have over the last couple of years?
Oh my gosh, the last few years, it's just been crazy with COVID. And what is so great is so many times in education tends to move slower than the private sector, and they can turn things around a lot faster. But what COVID did for us the last 2 years is realize that we can be nimble and that we can turn around things pretty quickly. And so that's what's exciting to me is that we're in a different environment than when you and I went to NIACC. I mean, it's different because everything was you sit in the seat and you sit for an hour for class or an hour and a half for lecture. And now these people have flexibility. And, people that are busy and think they don't have time to do college, they can make time if they want to. They can fit it into their schedule now because of some of these hybrid classes and these flex classes and online classes that allows them to take it at any time of the day or night.
Not only the education side of things too, but I know you were involved with athletics at NIACC, and so was I. But how has that changed over the years? Has that changed much at all or not?
That athletics has really changed over the years, and that's actually my daughter is playing softball here at NIACC, and they just finished up their season this weekend. And I sit there and think that while so many things in the world around us change, one thing for sure that doesn't is just the bonds that you build with your friends and your teammates in athletics. And one of the exciting things for us this year is for this upcoming year is we're adding women's wrestling. I mean, if you would have said 30 years ago that when I was at NIACC that we would have women's wrestling someday, I would have thought you were crazy. And Basil Minto, who is an assistant wrestling coach for us for our men's team, has taken over the women's team, and he's already signed 9 ladies from the area, also across the United States. And so we're going to have a pretty good women's wrestling team this year coming up. And so those are just exciting things, adding the new sports and really getting different people from different communities and across the nation, and even international students come to NIACC for athletics.
How many other, wrestling, as far as the sports go with the wrestling, how far do you have to travel for meets?
Actually, since Iowa sanctioned, the High School Athletic Association sanctioned women's or girls wrestling, a lot of community colleges are starting wrestling programs. And so I don't know off the top of my head how many, but I think there'll probably be 4 or 5 of them in the state of Iowa for community colleges. So we won't have to go far at all.
Wow, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
That's
yeah,
great.
It's exciting.
It really is.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's new at NIACC. And of course, it's always fun like this, Rachel, to kind of kick back and be able for have you able to share some of your memories at NIACC as well. Yeah. So.
And that's one thing that when I think about my time at NIACC is it really changed my life. I mean, I was the kid that wasn't going to go to college, and now I sit here and I have a PhD, and I wasn't even going to go to college, and And that's what we do for people. And that's what energizes me and a lot of the staff here at NIACC, is that you get people who maybe didn't do good in high school, didn't like high school, or, didn't like the classes or whatever. But when you find something that you love, you just excel in it. And so that's what we're here to do, is help people find that passion and then move forward and figure out what the rest of their life's going to be. And that's where graduation, was Friday night. And that's always a special time for those of us that work here, because we've changed lives. You look at the graduation group that was celebrating Friday, and there's a lot of people there that they're going to become CEO of businesses, and just, you never know where they're going to go. And it's fun. It's definitely a fun time of year for us.
It's always fun to talk to the faculty members, and especially when I've known them for many, many years. Another guy too that I think he does it just because he likes to golf so much. But Chris Friends is like, hey, I got the dream job. I'm a golf coach.
Yeah, I know it. And he's a pretty good golf coach, so that's even better for us. So, but he does a good job working with the students too. He works in the admissions office, and like you, he can talk to just about anybody. And that's the nice thing is when people come in, he helps them figure out what they want to do by talking to them. And I know you guys had some pretty good memories in the earlier days. So,
oh yeah.
But we'll again leave that at just having some memories.
Right, exactly. We'll leave the years out of there.
Yeah, I know it.
Well, Rachel, it's been a joy to catch up with you, and it's great to see you and talk to you. And I'm glad you're doing well. And again, keep doing great things there at NIACC.
We will. So send anybody our way, and we'll help them figure out what their next step is.
Sounds good. What's new at NIACC with Dr. Rachel Mcguire?